Hello, this is section 1 of using matrices. A matrix is just a rectangular arrangement of numbers in rows and columns. For example, the one at the right. This is showing that maybe Sally worked 4 hours at Baker's and 3 hours at Hy-Vee. So here's Sally. There's Sally. So she worked 4 hours at Baker's and 3 hours at Hy-Vee. And then Jeff might have worked 8 hours at Baker's and no hours at Hy-Vee. And we can represent this data in a matrix to the right. So Jeff, there's his 8 hours at Baker's and 0 hours at Hy-Vee. And what we can do with this information is we can add it. So let's say that was 1 week. Well, then we had another week where they both worked at Baker's and Hy-Vee, and we want a total number of hours. Well, we can do that by adding matrices together. So let's go to the next slide. Okay. So here's two matrices, and we're going to add them together. So our answer is going to look like another matrix. It's going to look like this is called a 2 by 2 matrix. It's 2 rows by 2 columns. Okay, and what you're going to do is you're going to add the numbers because of the addition sign. Okay, that's in the same position in each matrix. For example, okay, the 4 and the -3 are in the same position. So 4 plus -3 is 1. Okay, -1 and -4 in the same position. When we add those, we get -5. 3 and 2 give us 5, and then 2 plus -2 gives us 0. So there's adding matrices. Subtracting matrices is the same thing. So we have 1/2 minus 2. Okay, again, answer is going to give us the same matrix as what we started with, a 2 by 2 matrix. So 1/2 minus 2 is -1.5. Right, 2 minus a -3, which is 2 plus 3, gives us 5. 3 minus a -3 gives us 3 plus 3, which is 6. And then -4 minus 7 gives us -11. Alright, next one's multiplying matrices. Well, here we have a -2 outside a matrix. It is just like having a -2 outside parentheses. Okay, if we have a -2 outside the parentheses where the -2 gets multiplied by everything inside, matrix is the same way. We have to take your -2 times your 4, and we get -8. You notice it goes in the same position as the 4. Then -2 times -1, that gives us 2. -2 times 7 gives us -14. And -2 times -3 gives us a +6. Okay. So there's a multiplication with matrices. Okay. Now next we're going to combine them. Now this one, it's a subtraction and a multiplication, so you have to follow order of operations. We multiply before we add or subtract, so we need to multiply the -2 here, okay, times our second matrix before we can combine them. So I'm going to go ahead and rewrite my first matrix. Okay, and now I'm going to go ahead and multiply the 2 by my next one. So 2 times 1/2 is 1. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times -4 is -8. And 2 times 6 is 12. Now we could have multiplied by a -2 or a +2. In this case I just multiplied by 2, so I kept my sign. But if you would have multiplied by a -2, you would have changed this to addition, and then all these signs would have changed. Okay. Now we can just subtract our two matrices. 6 minus 1 is 5. 4 minus 4 is 0. -3 minus a -8, which ends up being -3 plus 8, which gives us 5. And 2 minus 12 is -10. Okay. So there's our answer in our matrix. Remember, it's still a 2 by 2 matrix, 2 rows, 2 columns. And that's all we're going to do with matrices. Have a great day.